You ever meet a Trey? Go, what's your real name? You fucking liar. Literally, every time I see a Trey, I look at him and I go, what's your real name? They're like, Robert, some family name. Thomas. We're live right now. It's Carl. Carl Weezer. Nice croissant. I can't do it. The old school.
Jesus Christ!
Did
Rory.
you see? Oh God. Rory.
Yeah. Not Ophelia.
Your eyes.
Dude, did you see it?
Got ghosts.
They're flying everywhere. That was dust. That was dust.
I don't
know. Whenever it's dust.
I don't know.
Oh no, that was dust.
I think it was ghost dust.
Because I'm dressed up like Peak. I don't know what that has anything to do with it, but like, yeah, I dressed up like Peak, and it's making the ghosts happy.
Yeah. Wait, we're live? Eh? What?
Can you hear us?
That would help.
It would help if I turn on my microphone.
Yeah.
You guys have been having a discussion with me without me, if that makes any sense. I just came in. Welcome everybody to Con Culture Podcast.
Anybody who didn't hear one, or everybody didn't hear one, there's been some like weird orbs behind me. And you can tell whenever it's dust and whenever
No, here's my theory. Ghost dust.
Ghost. I mean, everybody heard you.
Yeah, they didn't hear me. One. They heard you.
I just had to put it out there again.
Yeah, ghost dust. So we have ghost dust on the show. So if you see or hear anything, my audio should be good now, guys. I turned my mic on because apparently that helps. But yeah, if you see any orbs around Gigi, it's because
holler.
Yeah, just let them know. So yes, I can pidge as usual. Get a better IT guy. Audio. Thanks, guys. Fixed it. My lovely wife let me know, and we're back. We're back on board. But yeah, like I was saying, we're back from the little break we had. But we're not the only ones back. Apparently, there's ghosts back in Gigi's room, so keep an eye out for orbs. And Celebrity Fan Fest is back in town. So that's one thing that we are excited about. We ghost! Jason Olivari says, yes, Jason, there's ghost.
We're ghost hunting.
Ghost hunting.
Ghost
hunters! Ghost hunters! So if anything like super scary happens, if Gigi yells and runs out, you know why. Something went down in the room. So far, it's just orbs floating around Gigi. But it was pretty weird because...
Remember that ghost that just had children?
Oh, God, shut up.
You remember that?
Yeah, the time you scared the shit out of all of us. You almost died because I was going to murder you for scaring the shit out of all of us. And Belinda just played into it. Just totally knew you were there.
She totally saw me come in, and I just looked at her. I was like, shh.
She went with it.
She just started laughing and driving off.
It was horrible. I was upset. But yeah, Celebrity Fan Fest is back, guys. And they are coming as soon as this summer. They're saying they will have a show this summer. And
look,
I'm ready.
Yes.
I'm ready. I'm vaccinated. I'll wear my mask. I'll do whatever distance and protocols and safety measures we need to take. But Celebrity Fan Fest does not do things small. They just don't know how. I want to say even their small shows have great celebs and great interaction with them, great panels. So, and that they can put together a show in a short amount of time. Their first show was put together in 6 to 8 weeks. And they brought Jason Momoa, Ben Affleck, Ray Fisher. Like, this is what they do. They go big, they go hard, they go fast.
In Bob we trust.
Yeah, that's basically to sum it up. In Bob we trust. Celebrity Fan Fest is back in town. It will probably be the first con that happens in San Antonio. I know we have San Japan still up in the air, and I think it was Big Texas Comic Con that was scheduled for August or September.
I forgot about that one.
So that's still possibly happening, but for sure Celebrity Fan Fest is bringing us something this year. So I hope everybody's ready to get their cosplay on. I hope we're ready to get suited up and see each other once again. We're all probably going to be pasty as shit.
I'm just gonna walk around or crawl around as Pete.
Just
I'm just gonna crawl.
Crawl on exhibitor tables and just
Yeah.
straight up.
Just like lay down everywhere.
Ohio.
Ohio.
I think this is gonna be the cosplay I like return to in a convention.
Nice.
That's a good like Sunday cosplay because you're already
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah, you're right.
Just-
You're
You
right.
just want to be comfy.
You're right.
You want to be
The-
casual.
You know, honestly, the best
Just
part of this
casually
cosplay is I don't have to do anything. Like people have to draw on under eye bags. And I'm like, just be a mom. Yeah. Like
Moms don't get no sleep. We all know that, folks.
no.
No sleep for
No.
moms. It's not even.
No sleep
It's
club.
not in the package. It's just not.
No sleep November.
No sleep November
But-
all
but
year
const-
round.
Constantly.
John says, I'm ready for conventions. Went to Gulf Coast Collectors Convention last Saturday in Houston. Charles, well, hi, Charles, to you as well. We're talking about Celebrity Fan Fest coming back. Comic Palooza also is supposed to be this summer in Houston. So you already went to a con in Houston, John. You ready for another one? Roll around in your chair, LOL. What? Jason Olivari said to roll around in your chair. I don't know why. Is that a Peak reference?
Oh, like me as Pete roll around in my chair.
Oh,
Like at a con.
yeah, that'd be funny.
Yep. Well, I'm glad somebody got that reference because I'm not that far. I'm on season 2. I'm catching up, y'all. Very slowly. I'm going, but we have a JOB and other things to do, Trey. We train in the morning and then work sucks all the joy out of life. But yeah, we're excited to get to cons too.
Sounds like a lot of talk.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
Excuses.
what? That solves it. We're gonna watch it while we train tomorrow
Yep.
morning.
Oh,
Be the most intense workout of your life.
shit. Actually, that's not a bad idea. John's always ready, he says. So everybody's ready to cosplay and have fun and get back to it. Celebrity Fan Fest is going to have a show this summer. Comic Palooza. We have about 6 or 7 cons that are actually going in Texas this year that are fairly sizable, with Colossal Con, like I said, Big Texas Comic Con, possibly San Japan, Comic Palooza, Fan Expo Dallas. Like all these shows are hopefully going to still happen in the second half of the year. Things are going okay so far in San Antonio, so I'm hoping that they trend with cases going downward in the opposite direction because they are a little bit at a standstill right now. So we can hope for the best, but we're optimistic in that we will get to go to cons again and hang with our friends and do elbow bumps and whatever we have to do. But we have to wait and see what happens there. We are...
I don't know. It's gonna be hard for me to keep my hands off of some people. Like I've told Billy and Pat several times, like you're getting all kinds of hugs and kisses. Like
As long
I'm sorry.
as they give you the consent, like.
Yeah. Oh, Billy and Pat give Trey...
Oh.
He
No,
has a
I know,
pass.
that's what I'm saying.
He's got the pass.
They would.
Season pass. There's certain people I
They're
have
good.
season pass hugs to. Trey is one of them.
Yeah. Yep.
My brother is one of them, despite the fact he tries to hit me every time I hug him. Still got a season pass. So let's see. Who else do I have a season pass for? I could generally hug you, Gigi. I'm one of the few ones.
Yeah,
that I
no.
have a season pass.
Yeah.
Unless you're hungry, then I try not to,
Yeah, we gotta stay back.
just try not to get close to you when you're hungry.
If I'm hungry,
catch-
we have
like
T
catch his
minus
hands.
15
Yeah,
minutes.
we need to feed you.
to give
You
me
and Brittany.
food. Otherwise, I get fighting.
Yeah, you and Brittany, we have to feed. Um, we just want to send out some love to Brittany though. Well wishes, just
Yes.
positive thoughts, good vibes for Brittany. She will be back soon on the podcast, but just we love her to pieces. All the love and good vibes going her way. So you're
We love you, Brittany.
completely. So you're saying I need to get my outfit finished by May. Damn it. Yes, Charles.
Yeah, the con crunch is
Con
back.
Crunch is back.
It's real.
And Celebrity Fan Fest is giving you no time. Like we're going into the still drive around downtown SA as if they're lost. People still yeah. So no, you better not hug me. You will get these hands. See? He's saying you're gonna get these hands and pull you in for a hug. Thanks, bro.
That's what I
Yeah.
got.
It's a warm fuzzy feeling. But we're not just talking the cons that we're excited to go to. There was a huge event last week. Some would say a huge event. A long time coming. An internet campaign that came to fruition and finally brought to reality. Just like Sonic, Snyder Cut was released. The Snyder Cut was released. We had a discussion, Sergio, Ted, we had a round talk about it yesterday for 2 hours. I'm not interested in doing a roundtable discussion around Justice League because this movie seems like it is just a matter of opinion and preference. So, Trey, I do want to get your
Just
thoughts
2
on it.
cents?
Yeah, I think we just give our 2 cents on it, go around, and even if you haven't seen it, just your 2 cents on the Snyder Cut and everything going on. So, Trey, what did you did see the movie, correct?
Yes. Yes, I did. Saw the whole thing. And
Hold on, before you go, Belinda's requesting that we do our Snyder Cut review portion of this podcast in slow mo. Yeah,
Can do.
10% of the fucking movie was in slow mo. They did the math, Trey. 24 minutes
Yeah.
and 35 seconds of slow motion in this film. That's
there were scenes where it was
yes.
appropriate.
There were scenes.
It's 2 characters I want to see it though with.
Superman
Flash.
and the
And
Flash.
Superman.
That's it. That's it. We do not need to see every fucking character get a slow mo. Like taking a drink in slow mo, riding a horse.
We also didn't need
in
I
slow-mo.
feel like we're just hopping right
Yeah,
into
go
it.
for
I
it.
feel like we didn't need I mean I kinda needed it, but at the third time,
Doing slow motion.
yeah. We're gonna go back and forth.
Yes, exactly. Because they
Back
did that. They hopped in and out of slow mo too at times, and it was like, what? It just didn't flow well. But yeah, continue.
I'm torn. Like, did we need Jason Momoa taking off his shirt 3 times? I mean, I kind of needed it, but like at the third time, it's like,
Yeah.
all right, this is. Just
Why did
getting
you have a
ridiculous.
shirt
Like,
on
they
in the
know what
first
they're
place,
doing.
bro?
Yeah.
You're swimming.
Exactly. Like, if you're a water guy, why are you wearing a shirt?
We didn't need that. You should have been shirtless. It's kind of
But for real, my 2 things about it, as a comic book and superhero fan, Superman and Batman were my first loves as superheroes. Used to run around like Superman as a kid and Batman. You know, I love those guys. And I loved it because it was getting to see my heroes in live action and get to see them interact with each other and take on this big bad guy, Steppenwolf. And on that aspect, I loved it. And then I also love it as a filmmaker's perspective, as Zack Snyder finally got to tell his story. Now, maybe everyone didn't like this new version or these updates or these glow ups like with Steppenwolf, but I liked it. Now, there are parts of it I can't ignore. There are parts of it that really bother me now after hearing some other people's points of views. And it's definitely a movie that I'll only watch once. I don't think I'll watch again. If anything, I might watch it with my kids one day. I don't know. But even then, there's parts of it you'll watch. And this brings me to my next point, that I wouldn't want to show my kid until he gets a little older. Not saying I'm going to shelter my kid in their ears and I'm going to sound like Captain America saying this, but language. I can never picture Cyborg saying, fuck the world, or I can never picture Batman saying, I'll fucking kill you. To me, that's like, who? It just breaks the wall for me immediately, and it's like I'm no longer watching these characters anymore. And so that was my biggest beef with the film, and that's all I'll go into right now. But if you love these characters, watch it. There are some really cool parts that are cool for like big Justice League fans. You get to see some characters that weren't in the original cut. Is it worth all 4 hours? I don't think so.
Is it worth 24 minutes of slow mo?
No. And I'm Trey, and thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
What about you, Gigi? What are your thoughts on the Snyder Cut?
I didn't watch it. I didn't want to watch it. I had no desire to watch it because I'm honestly so sick and tired of superhero films and shows deciding to cater to the male gaze and sexualize literally every female character. So that's my thought on that.
So no skirts, no bikini armor, no? Doesn't do it for you?
Boob armor, boob armor is not a thing. Like, can we? Yeah. Why? If we like, and then it's like, oh well, Batman is all like, okay, but also like he was created for the male gaze because he looks all powerful, and that's like how guys want to see their thing. And it's just like, hey, guess what? Like, I don't care about that. Like, I want to see a strong female character. I've never, like, growing up, I never had a strong female character who wasn't a love interest. Like, that wasn't a thing. So I grew up thinking that, like, oh, okay, well, I'm just tied to like getting married, which is fine. I'm married and I love my husband. But I would like for my daughter to grow up. Like, I mean, and I think they're starting to move towards that, where like specifically Disney is creating like Moana, where she's
there's no love story in that.
Like this strong, yeah, there's not a love story, and she's strong, and it literally has nothing to do with, it's like, oh look, like there's no conflict of like, oh she's a girl and she's gonna become the chief. Like, no, she's literally, everybody's like, she's gonna become the chief one day, and that's not a thing at all. And it's just like, I would like to see more of that, and I think superhero movies need to change. Like, that's my whole thing. Like,
I'm excited for Miss Marvel, another Captain Marvel film, because like you said, She-Hulk, we have characters where it doesn't sound like a love story is going to be their central story. It may be a component.
I can't wait for Black Widow.
Yeah, exactly. Black Widow doesn't sound like...
But also, like, Black Widow's not a great example for, like feminism and everything. And I'm not, like, trying to be like, feminism is the way to go. Like, I'm not trying to be like that at all. Like, it's just like, I'm tired of going and seeing films where literally
gratuitous ass shots,
cleavage.
Yeah,
and like even like, you're telling me Black Widow is this like trained assassin and has her zip down to here? Like, you're telling me that is, so she's like cleavage
it's
out?
Tactical.
It's
like, tactical.
She stuffs her guns in there, Gigi.
that is not, like, if you're doing flips and stuff, you're not going to be like a boobie is going to fall out. Like, you're going to have a boob fall out.
So you don't jump out of helicopters with your boobs half out? All right, it's not sound.
I mean,
notated. I will notate that.
So that's my
That's your TED Talk?
That's my... I'm not going to watch it because I also am not...
A masochist?
A fan of, like... Those... I like Henry Cavill. But the others, I feel like they're... No, okay, and Ray Fisher. I like Ray Fisher. But, like, everybody else, I'm like...
Questionable characters in real life. Yeah. 100%.
Jason Momoa is good, but also, like, they do the whole, like, ripping shirt off.
Yeah.
Come on, like, let's get to the story.
They make him kind of an asshole in this film. He's very douchebaggy
they do.
in his vibe, and I think, wow, Ray Fisher gets a huge glow up, and I'm so happy he got his arc told. Other characters, how the fuck are Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman B characters in a Justice League movie? I don't know. That's
the Trinity.
Exactly,
right
and
there.
Zack Snyder managed to make them B characters. I really care about Cyborg in this film because they give him a bunch of new content. They essentially...
It's kind of like Hawkeye.
Yes, they shoehorned a solo Cyborg film into another movie that was taking place, and it feels shoehorned. The criticism I had last night was you could rearrange the first 2 hours of this movie in a different order, and you wouldn't fucking notice a difference. There's no consequence to the story if you switch the order around of before he went to get Aquaman, he went to try to find Barry. And before she went to Cyborg, she tried to get XYZ done. Like, the order doesn't matter. There's no flow to this story. And it looks like a bunch of interchangeable parts that they rushed it. And in the end, it doesn't work. And the footage looks like found footage that it's like, it's the only take we got, but I really want this in the movie. So fuck it. I shit you not. One shot is dialogue between two people this fucking close. It's like here, and then they switch the other person here. So the whole head isn't even in frame. 100%, Gigi. That's the dialogue is that close, and it's two people, and it goes back and forth, and it's like you wanted that scene, and that was the only shot you had time to shoot that day, so that's what you got. And
it was something like the set looked bad or something, like we gotta hide this.
Exactly,
closer,
something
closer,
shot.
Stop.
Yeah, they had already had him half
right
out of
there.
costume or something happen that they could not put the neck down in the shot. It was very Carlos. It was very I watched it. I recommend if you are a DC fan or a Snyder fan that you watch it at least one time, because there are amazing moments that I don't want to spoil for anyone. But they're not worth 4 fucking hours. Me and my son both went and had bathroom breaks during the movie, and we insisted that the other individual not pause the film. That's how long this fucking movie felt. No,
sure?
yeah, I was like, don't pause it.
Yeah.
Don't.
And like, here's the thing, like, I'm not even against sitting and watching 4 hours
True.
of something.
Return of the King.
How many hours of Attack on Titan I have sat and watched? Just like,
Yeah, it's a story, and it's flowing, and it's going somewhere.
How
So-
sit down and watch Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter.
Yes, these
I
films.
will watch the extended versions of Lord of the Rings, but like,
This was bad,
It felt
Gigi.
long. It felt long.
Yes, you felt every fucking minute of this movie, and it was like, just end already. Similar to the Return of the King extended edition, you know how it has multiple endings.
yeah.
Where it's like, okay,
That one is a little.
This one overdoes that. Like, it outdoes that ending to where you're like, fuck, I don't even care anymore. Just roll a fucking credit, for the love of God. Roll
Yeah, when
a
it fades to
credit.
black, you're like, stay black.
Yes,
Stay black.
Stay
black.
Don't you fucking. Then you hear Hallelujah, which was a beautiful tribute to his daughter. Definitely better than the first shit we got. Yes, Carlos, but the poop I took today was better than the poop I took yesterday. They were both shits. So that's what I think of the Snyder Cut. I give it, if I had to put a number on it, I'm giving it a 6 out of 10, and that's being nice. That's being nice. As Superman, think about it. Superman's my favorite superhero, and Henry Cavill is my favorite iteration.
So where does Man of Steel fall on that scale?
Man of Steel, I liked. It was an 8. Man of Steel was like an 8 or 9.
It's an 8.
Or 9, especially with the context. Batman v Super. I saw it. I saw it.
See that?
The ghost
dust.
orb just flew in front of your camera.
There was no dust or anything in front of me.
Ghost
Oh
dust.
shit! Stuff's popping up on it. We're catching ghosts on Gigi's camera today, y'all. So I'm gonna come back and watch these too because we're recording.
And this is the thing, I've never had dust fly in front of my camera
this
before.
has never happened in all of our podcasts before, so it's really weird that you're getting all this stuff coming across your screen now.
We've had ghosts
And
before.
I'm staying at a haunted hotel on Saturday, so like,
shit.
I'm telling you, it is like I've already been like preparing myself because I want to see Teddy Roosevelt's ghost again. I saw his ghost there before. I want to see it again. People could think I'm weird.
John is that the Snyder Cut you're giving an 8 out of 10? Because if you are, kudos, man. Like, I'm glad you liked it. I really am happy for the people who liked it, but I'm giving it a 6 out of 10, and that's being generous. The longer time goes, I think it'll go down to a 4 out of 10. The more I think about it, the more I'm thinking about it is a 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'll stick with 4.
Like Trey watched it with Rory, and like I straight up, like, I was like, how was it? And Rory was like, it was so good. And I was like, well, I'm happy that it is everything that you wanted it to be. Like,
I genuinely
that is
feel
my
that.
response.
That needs to be the response, straight up.
Be
It's
happy
like,
for people.
yeah, we can sit here and nitpick it all day. If you like it, that's great. That's all that
I'm glad
matters.
that it got the hype it did. That way DC movies and Marvel movies can both have big budgets and big films. Carlos gives it a 5 out of 10. The problem was a lack of character story introduction. Yeah, we just were forced to know these people.
They didn't have time for these characters to breathe. I'm sorry, it's like when people have been gobbling down Marvel films and at that pace, and then you try to cram a whole bunch of superheroes into a film, they're going to sit there and be like, why do I care about this guy?
I had a whole 9 episodes to care about Wanda and Vision. I had a whole trilogy almost to care about Iron Man and Captain America. So by the time the big events happened, you were invested in these characters. I will give you that, John. Seeing the damn Speed Force at the end, the final film, we finally get to see how powerful the Flash really is. And this was a redemption movie for the Flash as a character, as Ezra Miller. May not like the individual.
I agree with Art in this situation.
We wasted enough, 100%, bro. We have wasted more than enough time, but it kind of fits the theme of the movie.
Yes.
It was, if you have something better to do with your 4 hours, I highly recommend it. 4 out of 10 from us. Trey and I mean, and 0 out of 10 from Gigi. Also, just a side note, my wife up and left after 30 minutes of too much fucking slow-mo. She was like, this is stupid.
I sat for 10 or 15 minutes and I was like, I can't do, like, it was just like, I hate Amber Heard. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I hate her.
Oh, Rory booed her every time she came on. We were like,
she was sitting there and she's like, just every time she's just like, that's how she like
every time, like she just surfaced from water. But speaking of moving forward in the DC, DC just announced all kinds of news. So we got great news, and hopefully there's not a super love story attached to this, but Zatania is getting her HBO series, as is Batgirl is also getting a series. So 2 characters that I really, really love. Zatania especially, very powerful female character, does not need a love story to make a badass story about her. She has so many abilities and powers.
Well, like, her love story is like different.
Yes.
It's not like, oh no, like,
she's not a damsel in distress. She doesn't need to be saved. She damn near doesn't need her partner if she decides she doesn't. Like, she's very strong, very capable. She could take on anyone in the DC universe and hold her own. Like, super powerful with magic, and I'm excited to see her in live action. Also,
I am interested to see what they do with costuming. I feel like they have a pretty wide range of, different styles to choose from when it comes to her. Like, what are they gonna go for?
And her outfit has a theme to it. It's not just skimpy clothing for skimpy clothing's sake.
Well, it's like, she's literally like, she's a performer. She's like, I could do magic. I'm an illusionist. And people are like, whoa, it's so cool. And she's like, yeah, it's illusions.
Exactly. So she's a stage performer, almost like a Vegas stage performer. And that's the look that they go for.
It almost seems like it's like kitschy. Like, they do this to be tongue in cheek when she's, everybody's like, whoa, she's so good at what she does. And she's like, yep, I'm really good at magic.
Yes, 100%. I can't wait to see.
It's like Aquaman working at SeaWorld.
Yes.
That's a flex.
How did you get
You're so good at training these guys. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Come on,
now,
Shamu.
That would be pretty. That would be a fun little sketch to do.
Well, we need it. Trey, write that one down. That's going to go on the idea board. You're going to start seeing sketches from us, folks, and we're excited to do that. Zatania as a magician. Okay.
Like a kid
at a birthday party, just totally ribbing out of the hat.
She pulls like a rabbit out, and it's constant.
Oh God, yes. I need to learn visual effects. So that's not the only Justice League Dark character we're getting, though. Today it was announced Pierce Brosnan, James Bond, is casted as Dr. Fate in the Black Adam movie. So we have according to WB, their cinematic and television universes are going to be kind of a little more tied together, the HBO Max series and the big screen films. because Gotham PD is a show they're developing that is tied into the Matt Reeves Batman, which also just finished wrapping its filming with Robert Pattinson. So that movie's wrapped. Yes, Matt Ryan better come on the show. I want a Justice League Dark. That's the rumor we're hearing, is a Justice League Dark on HBO Max. Zatania's going to start it off. Hopefully Swamp Thing, Dr. Fate, Constantine, just I love everything about the Justice League Dark. I almost love them more than I love the Justice League because their characters are so good, so tormented, and just have depth to them, but also just super powerful badasses. So I can't wait for any of that to be true.
I swear, my camera just did a weird zooming out thing, and then the little orb flew by. I swear, I was just watching, like, it looked like it was moving. Okay,
it's
what time
9:05.
is it? I'm seeing, okay, 30 minutes and, like, 39
Oh, actually, I got an exact
seconds
time.
in.
31
Okay.
minutes, 5 seconds now. So around the 31-minute mark, I will
go back.
watch the recordings and...
Straight up, it looked like my
saw the
camera did a
orb
weird.
go
Oh, this is wild.
up your camera, so we'll see. And you said you didn't see any dust or anything flying, because... All right, then we're good.
No, I'm not kidding. My camera, like, it looked like it. First of all, this camera has no ability to zoom in and out, which is very frustrating. But it it looked like it zoomed in and out really quickly, and then it looked like the screen went like this. And then the orb flew by.
Couldn't be me. But yes, speaking of Justice League Dark, we need to get them on the case in Gigi's room because she's got Ghost. But yeah, we're excited for all of those standalones. I'm excited for Pierce Brosnan. Opposite of The Rock. I can't wait to see how they make Black Adam. He's not fucking around with this role. He showed a little bit of the script the other day on his Instagram, and I'm ready for them to start filming. Can we get clips posted tomorrow of Paranormal Activity? Yes. We're gonna have to cut it up, and we'll highlight the orbs. We're gonna have to rewatch it for sure, guys. It'll probably take us a little longer than tomorrow, but yeah, we're gonna cut together some clips, and we will put them out there. Everything we found in the stream, because it is all recorded.
I hope it moves the plant. Don't knock my plant over, but just can you move like a branch or something? Because I do like that plant.
I love that Gigi's asking for this orb to show itself.
Or fly right here. Fly right here if you want.
Totally up to you. Totally up to you. Nothing scary. We don't need her running out of the room.
Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need something to pop up here, but if you want to just orb by.
You have to listen to the recording of your mic too. Around and catch an EVP and not even know it, guys. But moving on topics from DC to Marvel, we move on because Marvel also had a shit ton of news and is going to the small screen with Black Widow. So Black Widow has moved to July 3rd and will now be releasing on Disney Plus Premiere and in theaters. So we will get Black Widow in Disney Plus Premiere and in theaters. Same thing with Cruella. Cruella will also be in theaters and on Disney Plus. Everything Marvel gets shifted, but guys, we are getting 5 Marvel films to end the year. We have Black Widow to start us off. Then we have Venom after that. Then we have Shang-Chi after that. And then we have The Immortals after that. And we end the year with Spider-Man. So that's 5 films from Marvel, not including the Loki series we have, the Falcon and Winter Soldier that we're currently digesting, and the What If series and the Miss Marvel series, all which are supposed to come this year. There's no shortage of content in Marvel, and they're telling individual stories. It just reread it. It does say paranormal. It doesn't say paranormal. What does it say paranormal? Paranorman. Yes, we're going to get a lot of Norman clips too, John. Still not paying for movie. It. I'll wait for it to be free. LOL. That's cool, Carlos. Some people are saying that. They don't want to pay $30 for the premium to be able to see this movie, which I can understand.
So the same thing about Rhea. I was like, I really want to see it, but like, I really don't
Makes
feel like
total
paying
sense
extra
if
to
you're an
see it right now.
individual like you or like Carlos. 100% makes sense. But if you're a parent like Gigi or myself, go into the
Well, that's
movies,
the way to
guys,
go.
is $80
Expensive.
Oh, easy.
without
Yeah.
snacks. That's tickets.
Yeah.
Once you throw in snacks, we're talking $100, 120, easy to watch a
Like,
movie.
sorry, kids, you're all sharing a soda and a
Exactly.
bucket of popcorn. Like, sorry,
Exactly.
you're sharing.
100%. And I have teenagers now, so they'll eat everything. We have to get 2 tubs of popcorn to share across the 5 of us. So, yeah, I'm sorry. $30, fucking steal.
Yeah.
So if you
You
are
can
a single,
pause. You can rewatch it.
exactly. If a kid throws a fit, you can tell them to leave. They go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
You have all that freedom. And with children, $30 is a steal, and that's what Disney Plus is made for. So it makes sense.
And watching it at home is just so nice.
It's super comfy. Watch Black
You
Widow
don't
in
have
your
someone behind
undies.
you talking the whole damn time.
You don't have
chewing
to
on
put
the popcorn.
Pants on. You can just watch it pantsless.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
How every movie should be watched.
exactly.
That's why I'm
watching at home.
That's why I got a theater for Kong, because I'm not gonna have pants on in there. You're not gonna make me.
Finally, you tell me this now.
It's a pantless premiere.
Pantless premiere. Everyone will have to take their pants off when they get there.
Yes.
It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. But no, I'm a fan of the $30 for families. Individuals, of course, like Carlos, just wait. If you can wait,
Yeah.
pirate it even. Fuck it. They have money. That they're not gonna miss it
Or
too
like
much.
if you have a few friends that like want to go in on it, you can like all go in.
$5 each, throw a watch
Yeah.
party. Straight up.
Yeah.
Be safe. Make sure you're
$10
vaccinated. Make sure you're
for like 3
vaccinated.
people, like
Keep your distance. But yeah, Gigi's right. You could throw a watch party and have $5 a pop, and have a couple friends over, and that'll pay for the film. Bring snacks. Everybody will have a grand old time. I think if you do it right, it's a good option.
Okay, Fred Flintstone.
Have a gay old time. Hey, Trey, don't judge me, all right? I'm old, and that's that. But it's
Yep.
Yabba do. So Marvel has all of that coming. We have more content that we can shake a stick at. Even more movies next year with Doctor Strange, Thor, Morbius. We have a lot more Marvel films and series with Hawkeye. They're already developing a spin-off of Hawkeye, She-Hulk, Moon Knight, which we saw a clip of Oscar Isaac actually doing his fight choreo
ooh.
for Moon Knight with
Yeah.
his little knife moon blade, and it is cool.
Batman vibes.
Very much so, Batman vibes. And it's Marvel's version of Batman with a very, very good twist. Like I said, Marvel has been addressing mental health issues in their characters on the forefront. And it's what they did in the comics. We had an alcoholic Tony Stark. We had characters with depression, suicide. So now we're just getting that in live action, where our characters, our favorite characters, are dealing with real life shit. If you saw episode 1 of The Falcon and Winter Soldier, then you saw Avengers don't get paid. Spoiler alert. Like, and there's real life consequences to that when, you know, you're relying on the goodwill of people, but you're a certain skin color in an area where redlining was a thing. And you see the consequences of that in this show. You also see the consequences of actions that you did when you weren't yourself. Like, I feel, I'm not going to spoil anything, but horrible for Bucky. I now get why he is so tortured.
Well, if you've seen Winter Soldier, the first movie, and then of course if you've seen Civil War, you know he's got demons. He's got a dark past.
This show did a great job of showing you more of that, and you feel so
I'm excited
bad.
to watch
It's
it.
great, Gigi.
I
I can't
haven't-
wait for you to see it.
Are they releasing an episode a week?
That's the
Okay.
way they're doing.
And there's
all
only
their
been one episode,
Only
right?
one episode, and it's amazing out the jump. It's easy to digest. They're about 50 minutes long, but they're action-packed 50 minutes. Like, first scene, you're in flight with
Yeah.
Falcon, and you're
It-
doing it.
It's
Oh,
like legitimately, it's not. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't. It's not that I haven't watched because I don't want to. Like I was genuinely I'm more excited about this than like WandaVision. I just had a very busy
Yeah.
weekend. And we told the kids we'd watch it with
Mhm.
them. So
It's a
we
fun
haven't.
family one. It's not a. I saw it. I saw it again.
That was dust. I think that was dust.
That was
Ghost
dust.
dust.
That
Ghost
seemed
dust.
like dust.
That was ghost dust.
That seemed like dust.
So
that seemed
yeah,
like dust, but it was
because it was falling
very
downwards.
large.
The other ones that go up are kind of a lot harder to explain. But yeah, no, this one's a family one. It's one you can watch with your family. It's humorous. It's action. It's going to be very Lethal Weapon-y, I think, when they team up, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see that where the action goes.
So many feels. I mean, if you love Captain America, who's one of my favorite Avengers,
I was so angry, so mad. Yeah, they plug at your heartstrings, but you laugh, and it's an experience. It really is. Marvel's good at experiences. But Gigi, actually, an interesting point that I think you will like when you finally get around to watching WandaVision is Elizabeth Olsen had say-so in her costume, and her costume is the complete antithesis of everything you've hated in female costumes. It is functional. It is covered up completely. There's zero cleavage. And Scarlet Witch's costume is one of the most cleavageous costumes in comics.
Yeah, it is.
So to see the live action version and to not get that vibe at all, it's all holy shit, she's powerful and respected, and it's you'll like that portion of it.
Nice.
It's great.
That just gave me chills. I don't know if I'm like at a point where I can watch it just yet. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer.
No rush. I think when you do finally decide to, you'll love it. But this one's a fun one. Falcon and Winter Soldier is a fun one.
Oh, yeah.
You can get right into it. It's definitely a popcorn one with your kids. I can't wait for the boys to see it because they're going to be flying all around your house and on your couches. Sorry. It's just how it is. If I were a kid...
They already broke their couch.
If I were a kid watching this movie, Trey, are you not like through the whole house like fucking...
I would be like...
on the couch, bro.
I'd be trying to like glide off everything.
I love Falcon, and I get crap for liking Falcon, but now I'm like,
then this is your show. This is your show.
Because now everybody's gonna be like, I love Falcon. And I'm like,
he's so charming, and when they go to Louisiana, it just reminded me of you so much. It was so cool.
Yep. The minute it happened, I was like, JJ!
Yeah, 100%. So we're gonna need to go to Gigi's neck of the woods. She's gonna take us around, and we're gonna enjoy some food soon.
Oh yeah.
For sure, we're going.
All the food.
But
I know where all the food spots are.
We're going to Sal's.
Oh yeah.
I need my Sal sauce. I gotta pick that up soon.
I'm making my Sal sauce.
I keep looking at it, and I'm like,
I'm going to. I cannot have you eat it. I need to go kidnap it already. But it's all comic book news this week, guys. Keanu Reeves also got greenlit for his comic Berserker. Is now going to be a live action Netflix series and an anime on Netflix. So
yes, we love to hear it.
I love him.
If he voices this character, I'm gonna love it even more because I just love his voice.
100%, he's voicing this character.
Voice.
He wrote this comic, co-created the character. Like, this is his baby through and through. He will be in the animated series. He will be the voice. He will also be the face of this character in the live action iteration. So if you haven't read this comic, I would recommend getting Berserker and getting your hands on it to see what this story is going to be.
So first glance, it looks like he's a Wolverine-esque kind of character. Like he cannot be killed. Like he's got healing abilities.
I haven't read the comic. I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Issue number 1 just came out, I believe, last month. Yeah. So I've yet to read it.
I haven't.
But yeah, I know it has to do with a lot of killing, special trained, and he may be enhanced. We'll see. He looks buff as shit in that one. So it'll be cool as fuck to see Keanu pull that off, getting all swole and jacked. Like he did in Bill and Ted. That was a hilarious scene. Whoa. But yeah, guys, it's all comic books this week. DC, Marvel, Berserker, like...
Not all comic books. We have a very big show, a very big episode coming out this Sunday.
Season 4. The continuation of Season 4 of Attack of the Show, right? No. Wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong AOT. Wrong AOT.
Yeah, wrong attack.
Wrong attack.
Yeah, it's the last episode of part 1 of season 4. And we're gonna have to wait a year.
Yeah. It's gonna be quite a while.
I have to get in shape. I'm gonna have to get in shape so I'm alive for part 2.
So.
Oh, but also, I believe in April, like we're coming up on the chapter 139, the final chapter of the manga, coming out. So yeah.
Yeah.
How long is this now? Over 8 years?
2013 was the first one. That's when I saw the anime first, I believe. So I want to say the manga would have been 2012-ish. But yeah, over 8 years, 9 years that they've been telling this story. And it's coming to
the anime came out in 2013.
Booyah!
And the manga
I was sleeping
came
on it
out
for a
in
while.
2009.
Everybody was, man. Like, it was the anime that got me into anime. Like, it was everybody talked about it and wouldn't shut up. So I was like, all right, I'll see it. And then it was like what am I watching? Like, this is different from any cartoon I've ever seen. It was like, it's not a cartoon, man. It's anime. And I was just like jaw dropped.
The roller coaster it takes you on. Just like...
And episode 1, it's so fucking shocking. Like, his mother just, blah. And you're like, this is not a cartoon. This is an anime.
This ain't no My Hero.
Yeah, this ain't no My Hero. This is not that.
Yeah.
This is totally different.
Yeah, when that freaking Titan is holding his mom and just like...
Yeah.
That was... Yeah, when that
happened, you're watching Big Boy TV at that point. It's definitely Big Boy TV.
And then even more when you see Eren get eaten, you're like, that's the main character, right?
That was a very Game of Thrones moment for me. I was like, I got mad at my son. I was like, you made me... What?
I liked that kid.
I was... What? I was upset. I thought he was dead. Exactly.
But no, that's a great example. Like, this show definitely hits you in the feels, like with them Game of Thrones death. It's just like, why?
Yeah, they build up characters to be badasses.
And like, nobody is safe in this show.
And the way they die, the begging for their lives most of the time, just like it's excruciating to watch.
There's like a death that happens. It's in the earlier seasons, but it's like a bad guy, and like as he's dying, he's like, I don't want to die. I don't want to like, but he's like freaking out and like crying out for his life, and then it's like just a moment where like you hate this character because this is a bad guy, and you're like, yeah, good, I'm so glad you're dying, and then he starts calling out and saying, I don't want to die, and then you realize oh no, like this is a kid essentially, and he's been raised to do this, but at the end of the day, he's just a pawn in this game, and nobody cares. And that's like what I take from this entire show, that like these characters that we love and care about, and even the ones we don't love and care about, like they're all just pawns for this big game, and like they're being forced to move around and do different plays and kill and take over and like do all these things, but like they're all just brainwashed.
Exactly.
And like it's such a good show. I'm gonna cry. I'm not.
It's good. So guys, if you haven't,
it's my only character trait anymore.
Get caught up, guys, because it's really worth the watch.
It's all I could talk about it.
If you're a fan of comic books, you'll love the mangas and you'll love the anime, because
the mangas,
like Carlos said, it gets you invested. That's why. That'll be this Sunday. Be sure to watch. Then you'll wait a full year for the second half, like everybody else. Or you could go onto the manga and read that. So
read the manga, then you'll be able to finish it.
Exactly. So, but that's it. Speaking of finish it, that's it for the show, guys. That is it for our show this week. We're excited for the cons, excited for all of the nerd stuff coming our way, anime, mangas, Vinland Saga coming this summer, all kinds of cool shit, all kinds of Marvel series,
next
DC.
Month.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. But thank you, all of you who tuned in, commented, gave us your opinion on the Snyder Cut and everything else. We are going to start doing some different forms of content soon. So we really hope you guys enjoy the projects we're trying to ambitiously work on. It'll be a lot of fun, and we hope to collaborate maybe with some of the people watching, listening, especially with cons coming back. I would love to do projects with everyone. But thank you all so much for watching. We are out this bitch.